Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm going to share my progress on working on my game. So, I actually do work on my game outside of streaming. Like I said in a previous video, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I also record some of my offline progress and save it on my Patreon page. So, if you want to check that out, just head on over to Patreon. Um, but yeah, you can see. You should be able to see on the screen right now. Again, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I talked about my solo game, video game dev journey. This, what I'm working on right now, not this what you see on the screen, but the current one that I'm working on right now, let's see if I can show that. This one is actually the second iteration of my video game that I wanted to create. The first one is this one right here. So this here is the Blast from the Past. This, so my very first idea of creating my first game started in early 2022, around January or February. Again, the one that I'm showing you right now is not actually the first iteration. It is the first. It's like 1.2. It's not 1.5. It's like 1.2 or something like that. So let me see if I can go into the actual first. Where is it? Oh, here in maps. Okay, here. So again, in early January, early February of 2022. Whoops. You see the monster right here. The hollow. Okay. Anyways, so this is the first iteration of it, of this video game that I'm creating right now. And back in 2022, January or February of 22 is when I first decided, you know what? Unreal Engine is free. Maybe I can just create my own game. And so that's when I decided, okay, I'll create my first video game right here. And I knew I wanted it to be horror. I knew it was very specific design in my head, just like it is now. But because I was a new game developer, I didn't even know about, how to use Unreal Engine. So this first iteration, this Blast from the Past, is actually me learning how to use Unreal Engine for the first time. But this is actually, even though it is me learning, it is actually what I wanted in my game. So let me see if I can play it. Go ahead and play. There's a problem. Are you sure you want the following blueprints have unresolved compiler errors? Let me see what they are. I mean, you can still play it, but what are the errors? Start chasing player on site and play chase music. This is my own logic here. I don't think this is wait a moment. Maybe no, it is. It looks all professional and stuff, but it is my logic. It's not. This was the first time I learned how to use comments, so I commented everything and organized everything to look all organized and neat and looks professional, but it's actually not. It's my sort of broken code. But yeah, so in early 2022, I decided to create my first video game, and the one that I'm working on right now, which is the second iteration. So I guess you can say it's a 2.0 version of this video game, this horror video game that I have in my mind. That has always been in my mind since from the very, very beginning, because it's easy. The reason is really simple, and that is because I have a favorite horror video game that I play religiously, like almost every day. And unfortunately, their developers went sort of defunct, so they're not working on the game anymore, ever, it seems. And they're not fixing the bugs. But I still play the game because I really like that horror game. And so around early 2022, even though I've had Unreal Engine for years and years because I've been collecting their free asset packets for years, I finally decided in early 2022, yeah, I'm just going to create my own video game. As much as I love my favorite horror game, I still play it till this day. I just like, decided, maybe I'll recreate that game. Not exactly, of course, but to the best of my ability. And this is what this is it. This is the blast from the past. So this is my first iteration, my first attempt at trying to recreate my favorite horror game. Not exactly, obviously, because right here, like I said, I'm first learning how to use Unreal Engine. I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video that I knew the biggest video game editors were Unity and Unreal Engine. And my favorite horror video game is made in Unity. So I was thinking, okay, so which one should I pick? Should I pick Unreal Engine or should I pick, which I've already had Unreal Engine because I play a lot of Epic games. And so when you have the launcher, you can just easily download the engine. Anyways, so I had the Unreal Engine and I was deciding what should I use? Should I use Unity? Because my favorite horror video game, not video game ever, but horror video game, was made in Unity. But I don't have Unity. I have Unreal Engine, which is free. Unity is free too, but at this point I was deciding. So, since they're both free, which one should I use? And Unity, unfortunately, is mainly text-based scripting, whereas I don't have I don't have too much knowledge about text-based scripting like C++ or anything, and it's a headache for me to try and learn, even though I have tried to learn it. But I also knew that Unreal Engine has visual-based scripting. Specifically, their visual-based scripting is called Blueprints right here, Blueprints. And so I can just drag and drop a bunch of blocks and that would be my code. So since I already had this for free, Unreal Engine for free, and I'm more inclined towards visual-based scripting, I just decided to stick with Unreal Engine and never installed Unity, which is what my favorite horror video game was made in. So this here started off my first attempt at making my video game. And why am I going back to the past? Why? Because even though this was my first iteration, I forgot to say that at the same time, after a couple of months, I ran into many bugs, many problems that were not bugs, but still problems that didn't work out how I wanted. And as a new video game developer, I had no clue what I was doing, so I simply gave up. So that was that first attempt. Lasted about 2 months, I think. And I forgot to mention that it was long before AI chatbots came along. See, when I was creating this video game, it was done in the early 2022. AI chatbots like ChatGPT didn't come out until the end of 2022. Okay, so unfortunate for me, I didn't have AI chatbots to help me as a solo game developer who has no, mentor or anybody helping me. Most of this that I created here is my own logic, but it is also a bunch of, YouTube videos that I followed. Okay, there was no AI chatbots back then, so the only thing that I could fall back on wasn't books or professionals or anything, but it was just YouTube videos. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. So let me see if I can go ahead and show you what I did accomplish in those 2 months before I completely just gave up because of so much headaches from bugs and issues that were not even bugs. Like I said, I have a very specific idea for this horror game because it's as simple as it's based off of my favorite horror game. So anything that cannot be done or I don't know how to do is a big setback for me. Even though it's not a bug, it's a big problem. And so I was like, no, this is not how I want to create this game. But anyways, this is what I got so far. I mean, not so far, but back then. Okay, so there's all of these. There's the monster right there. I don't know if he sees me. He will come and attack me. Okay, yeah, it's not working. It's broken. See, that's one of the things. But at a point in time, I did have that working. So here are just some test objects or pickup items. We have this. Let me see if I run. There's keys. If I hover over it, I can pick it up. And you can see down in the bottom center, you can see my inventory system. So that's one of the reasons why. Oh, I died. I don't know how I died. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come back to my first iteration of this video game that I'm trying to make. Is because even though this was made in Unreal Engine 4 and I didn't have AI chatbots to assist me, a bunch of what I did accomplish was actually stuff that I actually wanted, like this inventory system. So if we switch to my current inventory system, let me see if I can do that. If I play it. Okay. In the top left corner, you see all that flashlight placeholders? It's actually not working. So I decided, you know what? In my first attempt of making this video game, I did make a working inventory system because I followed, you know, this YouTube video tutorial, and it worked. But for some reason, in 5.5, it's a different process. So I don't know if I can go back to that first iteration and copy and paste it into this current iteration of my video game. It's the same video game. Again, I have a very specific idea of how I want the video game to be. So whenever, you know, like whenever you take art classes, they always tell you, you know, you can draw whatever you want to draw, but if the art starts to take over, that's not your art. That's something else. So you're supposed to have very specific art in mind. And so when you are creating your art, you got to follow that. But whenever you find out like, oh, well, this is easier to do, so I'll just make my art this way, that's not your art. That's something else now. So again, as cool as, you know, this is right now, it's just, this is not really the idea. The inventory system anyways is not the idea that I have specifically in my head. So going back, oh shoot, you couldn't see it. My bad, my bad. So let me try it again. Up in the top left corner, the flashlights are placeholders, and they're not, you know, like if I mouse up or mouse down, you can see it's not working. So the idea of it is not, you know, it's broken. It's not working. So yeah, I decided maybe since I did get it working in my first attempt of making this video game, maybe I can go back and see if I can copy and paste stuff from there. So let me go back and see. Let me try it again. So this here at the bottom here is the inventory that I want to copy and paste into my current iteration of the video game. So if I go ahead and click on stuff, let me pick up stuff and just keep picking up stuff. Pick up a key. And as you see, I am scrolling up and it's scrolling through my inventory. I'm scrolling down and it's scrolling back throughout my inventory. And again, I'm scrolling down, so it's going backwards in my inventory. This is what I want my inventory to look like in my current iteration. See, as I'm scrolling up, scrolling down. Also, if I try to hit the right mouse button, it should throw it out into the world. So you can see it's there. Okay, it crashed on me. See, this is one of the reasons I quit as a noob game developer. It's just you know, you run into bugs and things just don't work. So let me try to go back. All right. So if I pick up this, it's my pickup and inventory system is working nicely in this first iteration. Yet in my current iteration, it just isn't. Let me see. Right? I can pick it up and I can throw it out into the world. For some reason, the physics isn't working, but I don't think it worked back then either. Let me see. And I can pick it back up. I can switch my inventory using the mouse scroll, and I can throw it, pick something else up, because there was no space in my inventory. There's only 5 slots, and that is how I want it to be. It's very specific, and it crashes. But that worked, even though it crashed. That actually is how I want my current inventory system to work like. Obviously, I'm not going to use these items. These are just placeholder items and stuff like that. And again, working on this first iteration of my video game is me actually learning how to use Unreal Engine. So here's another thing that I want to get working that I'm having the hardest time in my current iteration is simply getting this thing to work. So I need a key. See, I don't know if, whoops. Pick up a key. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so maybe, as you can see up in the top right, it says objectives. Find the front door key, which is pretty much any key. But for some reason, it's not updating the objectives, and it's not working. It did before, but oh well, it is what it is. One of the reasons why I completely gave up the first attempt. But yeah, that's another thing I want to get working in my current iteration of the video game. So let me see if I can go back. I don't need this one. Yes, I know it's broken. But I want to see. These are all the pickups. I'm not using instance meshes here. I'm using, because I didn't know about it back then. I'm using blueprints actors. So this causes a lot of overhead. It bogs down the system. And this is why I switched to instant static meshes in my current iteration. But regardless, I did still get some stuff working. Let me see, where is, okay, here. So I'm using testing character. Let me go back to there and find that. Okay, so it's this one here. Let me open that up and show you what I got and some more reasons why I quit back then. You see, if you thought, this was bad, my current iteration of blueprinting is even worse with the spaghetti code. Here, the spaghetti code was, because it was my first time creating a video game, I thought this was bad. But my most current iteration of the video game, I have way worse spaghetti code because I was so used to creating these spaghetti code blueprints that it was easy for me to work on it, to pick it up again 3 years later in 2025 this year. So yeah, I quit making this video game in early 2022. ChatGPT didn't come out until the end of 2022. But 22, 23, 24, I was fed up with trying to make my video game. Not until I really started to use AI chatbots again, like Grok, in early 2025, did I decide, oh, this is actually really good. The AI chatbot is actually really smart enough to, I think it can actually help me make my video game. So that's when I started to go back and work on my video game again, which is this one here, which is the same one as the blast from the past. It's just this one now I have a little bit more info. Plus, I have the assistance of AI chatbots, specifically Grok. But recently, maybe like a couple of weeks ago, Google released their Gemini 3 Pro, and I tried it out, and actually, I really enjoyed it. So I'm using Gemini 3 Pro as well. But yeah, so what I wanted to try to do is the reason why I wanted to go to, you know, back to the past and my first iteration of trying to make this video game is I wanted to try to see if I can, because I am working on the, let me see if I can open this up. I am trying to work on the UI, which is this one here, but, you know, don't know how I got it to work in the first time, so that's why I wanted to see if I can go back to it and maybe copy and paste whatever it is that I did back then to get it working how I want it to work specifically. There's no like uh, like other way that I want this to work. So go back. Okay. So this here unfortunately was not working properly. This one was actually this one worked nicely, but a bunch of spaghetti code, and it's using Blueprint spawn actors, and it's not using instant static mesh. So um, I don't know if I can actually copy and paste this or that I want to copy and paste it. What I did copy and paste is this because it worked flawlessly here, and this pretty much allows me to hover the I don't know what you might call it, but the crosshair, the center crosshair over an item, and it allows me to interact with it. So I copy and pasted this. Okay, you don't want it to, you don't want to use the character because that's just going to be at the feet, but you want to use the camera, which is up here. So you want to use the camera so that it, um, that's where your crosshair is based off of. So I'm trying to use, not I'm trying to use, I'm using that by copy and pasting this, and or copying this and then pasting it into my current iteration. So this one is using 5.5.4, even though this was not created in 5.5.4, it was created in Unreal Engine 4.27. But I converted it before I, deleted all of that. And because once I quit making my video game back in early 2022, I deleted all of that stuff. I deleted Unreal Engine and stuff like that. But now that I'm in 2025 and I have found out that AI chatbots are a good assistant, I reinstalled Unreal Engine, but instead of installing 4.27, I just installed whatever was the latest, which was in that at that point in early 2025, it was 5.5. 5.4. Right now I'm using 5.7.0, which is working nicely. Okay, so let me look at the logic. So I copy and paste this as well. I'm not sure exactly what this is for, but I think I copied. Let me check. Dang it. It's so cold here. It's like 39 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm actually getting sick. So I copy and pasted that there, and copy and pasted that again. Oh, okay, so that's what's happening. Let me see if I can switch to it. So this is the current iteration of my video game. So I copy and pasted it, right? This is it right here. Or actually all of this. But now for some reason I'm having a problem going forward from there. Cast to master pickup. Let me go back to... I see. I have to cast to the actual pickup item. So let me see. It's not this one. It should be, actually. It should be this one. But because I don't have this thing set up, I think I might actually want to... Huh. Let me see if I go back here. Alright, so these are test subjects right now, these flashlights. However, I cannot hover over them. I need to check my old iteration to see why it's not working. Right now I'm using this blueprint card effects right here for some special effects. Also for its collision. But that's not what I want. I want the actual flashlight like this to be able to be hovered over and picked up and all that kind of stuff. I'm feeling sick that I kind of don't want to talk too much. It's actually making my throat even drier. Plus, my nose is starting to get runny. It's like, oh no. Ooh, it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit here. Which is weird because in the summers it's 80 to 90 degrees. Now in the fall it's like 39 degrees, which is kind of crazy. So it's really bad. So if I look at this, browse to the asset. Okay, so this is a problem. This is not a blueprint. So you cannot really interact with a static mesh actor. You'd actually have to turn it into a blueprint. Do 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 do. So see if I go into blueprints. Create a blueprint class. Actor. Call it BP flashlight. And let me go ahead and open it up. Select my actual. Darn it. I don't actually have it in here. You have to put it in there. I call it flashlight. I'll use the see if I can go back to it. My mesh. Select it here. And use that. Then you have to compile to see the let me look at the need the master material. Okay, so this one doesn't have the world position offset, so it's not gonna bounce around. That's fine. So let me see if I can go back to blueprints. Oh, it's already open. Save. Unfortunately, you have to give it a collision in order for it to. Do I want a collision or do I want to? I mean, not. Of course, I want a collision, but do I want a box or a capsule or a sphere? Hmm. Call it collision. Where is the actual flashlight? Huh. What is going on? Let me see if I save this. Save. See if what is this? Oh, it's a target point. That's where the monster spawns. Okay, so never mind. Let me. Okay, so let me drag this flashlight. Huh. Wonder what's happening here. I wonder what is going on. Huh. I have the flashlight. For a static mesh, I pick the flashlight. What if I change the material? Would I be able to see it then? Oh my goodness. It's very difficult to see anything. Maybe it's so small you can't see it. Don't know. Nope. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. What if I just use something else completely? Like, a wall, I guess. Huh. Not even the wall is showing up. Is there something like a visible... What is going on? Why is it not showing up? is visible. Visible. Visible in scene capture only. Visible. Huh. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know why. Let me add it this way. Are you kidding me? Dang it. It has to be added as a static mesh, obviously. That one works by default. But you cannot add it as a static, instant static mesh. Should be able to. See the flashlight's there. But if I remove it, can't see it. Wonder what's going on. You can't even see the wall. It's supposed to be a wall. Flashlight. Nope, it does not show up. Even if I compile it. Huh. Wow, wow, wow. That really sucks. Wonder why I cannot. It has to be in the form of a static mesh. That's going to cause a lot of problems. Because I'm hoping to randomly spawn this throughout my procedurally generated map. And I want it to be able to spawn a lot of these. Not just flashlights, but, you know, the things like bolt cutters, keys, other things. And if I have to have them in static mesh form, that's going to be really, really bad. It's going to be a heavy load on, you know, the CPU, GPU, and memory system. Dang it. I'm going to have to ask the chatbot how I can do this, because, which is weird, it should be, because that's exactly what I'm using in my regular blueprints. Here, if I open this up and I click on it, so all of these are using instance static meshes. They're not using the actual static mesh. Here, you can choose a static mesh, but it'll just be an instance of it, which is way, way lighter for your CPU, GPU, and memory. So you can have thousands and thousands of walls for your maze and floors and ceilings. And instance will make a lot of copies of it, but it'll only actually just draw one. So you can have thousands of walls and it will not bog down your system. Whereas if you just use straight up static meshes, creating thousands of walls and ceilings and floors will, you know, will bog down your system by a lot. And if you look at my system, you can probably guess all of these walls and ceilings and floors add up to like thousands and thousands of copies, right? But because all of them are being created using instant static meshes and not the actual static meshes themselves, this is how I'm able to create vast mazes and it still run as you know, fairly quickly. It still has like at least 60 frames per second, and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be 160 frames per second, which is my monitor's frame per second. But I don't know. I probably had certain things that bogged down the system, and eventually I'll have to look back at it to see if I can bring it back up to 160 frames per second instead of 70 or 60 frames per second. Let me go ahead and... The monster is here somewhere running around. You can hear the stomping. But anyways, let me see what it's like in, you know, the other iteration, my first iteration of the game. Stop. See if I can just test this out. So I pick up something. You can see I can turn on the flashlight now because it's in my hand. Okay. Now that I threw it away, I cannot turn it on. Anyways, let me see. Oh, this one is faster because it's not using a whole entire map. So it's running at 110. It's literally just this little sandbox here. You can see in the upper left, my hunger is dropping. So I guess that's what's making me die. See if I can run over this and pick it up. Nope. I died. We try it again. So the hunger is dropping. See if I can pick this up. No. Oh. I need actual food. Like this thing here. Yeah, it replenished. It replenished my hunger. So that works. That works nicely. Let me pick this up. Just let it wait and drop a little bit more. And then pick up the food, see if it replenishes my hunger. Yeah, it does. Nice. Okay, so there's that. That works nicely. Inventory works nicely. More items, picking up more items, pick up a key. Don't know, how come I can't get this key to work? I was able, oh, there we go. I don't know what I did, but now it's working. Oh, died. Huh. And what is the logic in that? It's all of this. There's some more simpler stuff that I can probably copy and paste. Interact. Yeah, like this. Interactable mode. Follow camera. But there, okay, and then if I look at the pick a flashlight, it's in a new blueprint called Pickup Flashlight. Oh no, I have all of this code here, but it looks simple enough. I have a slot item system. So maybe if I can copy and paste, I can definitely copy and paste this. Destroy actor, removes it from the world. Get playable character. Get player character. Alright, and slot item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Index 0, index, does it equal to index 0? Do, 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 do. Okay, so I have to create a custom event. Is flashlight pickup current? So I cast to the pickup, in this case flashlight, and I create the custom event within that pickup. See if I can copy paste this. Yikes. Don't know if I want to copy and paste this though. What happened? I copied something else. Oh my gosh, I still have this from... It should not be in here because I completely closed it. Oh well. I don't know how it's in here, but it's here. I need to get rid of it. So this was when I was working on my cards in the current iteration. Alright, so compile that, save it. I really hate how you cannot just copy and paste. Oh, here, yes you can. Okay, copy. Right, then move to my current iteration. Flashlight, event graph. Paste. It's not going to work because I don't have the actual... Darn it. And then I have a cast that I don't know. Ah, shucks. Let me go back and see what that... Okay, it's a testing character. The testing character is the one that has all the slot item ID variables. Slot item ID. Slot item ID. Darn it. I forgot, whenever you copy and paste, you have to copy paste the variables and the components first, and then copy the actual blueprint code. So now I gotta go back. So this one actually, slot item ID, slot 1 item ID up to 5. Go back to my player. I don't know if I want to create it here, but guess I slot item 1. Is it slot 1 item ID? Yeah, slot 1 item ID. Change it to an integer. Up to slot 5. Let me copy and paste before. Yeah, let me just copy and paste first and change all of that later. One, two, three, four, and One more, 6. So slot 3, item ID. Slot 4, item ID. Slot 5, item ID. And slot 6. Oops. What happened? Am I bugging out? Right. Pile. Let me look back at the so the null value is 0. Move back. 0. And alright, so what should I put this under? Pickup system, I guess. Pickup. Um, doo -doo -doo. Function graph. Guess I'll leave it for now until I figure out how to do the categorizing. Don't know how you categorize. Do I just simply name this something? Oh, I guess so. Okay, well, let me select. Oh, you have to do this one by one. Pick up. Pick up. Okay. So slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So compile. It's in my character blueprint. So now I have the slot ID. Now I can go back to my flashlight blueprint. Delete. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me look back at the first one. Does it need, it does not need the variables. It does not need the variables in your item blueprint. You can just keep it in your player character blueprint. So let me go ahead and cast to blueprint game player. This one. Get player character. Connect this one. Connect that one. Now I have to connect all of these. You can't you have to get slot item this way. Set slot item. Oh, okay. So this is going to be, let's see, get slot 2. Get slot 3. Get slot 4. Get slot 5. Ah, come on. Get slot 6. Right. Set slot 1. Set slot 2. Set slot 3. Come on. Set slot 4. Oh my goodness. Set slot 5. And set slot 6. Slot item. Slot inventory is full. Okay, so let me go ahead and duplicate. Let me move this down. Duplicate this. 4, 6. What else? Oops. 4. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to bring 6 down here. Like that. It's true. This false goes to this false, this false goes to this false. This slot item is 3. I'm guessing that's the flashlight index number or ID. Alright, so okay, so let me see. Slot 6 can go down here. Duplicate. And what is this? Slot 5. So, slot 6. Yikes, I messed up on this. Okay, so let me remove this. Bum, bum, bum. So 6 and 6 is equal to 0. If true, then pick up the item and destroy it from the world. If not true, then inventory is full. Okay, so now I can move slot item 5. If true, do this item. Set the item ID as flashlight. Slot 4 is here. Three. Okay. Then slot 3. Item ID is 3. True goes here. And delete that now. And for 2, just say 3 and 3. Connect that there. Okay, so for 2, I can drag this down. The true goes here, and you can delete this. Now, for item, true goes here, and oops, and delete that. Slot 1 item ID, slot 2 item ID, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then full, inventory full. Okay, true and false, true and false, true and false. Okay, so dun, dun, dun. Slot 2, slot 5. Let me move this one here. And where's slot 4? Where's slot 3? And 2. It's right up here. Whoops. Undo that. Delete this one. And put this one down here. Okay, so C. Alright, so I got all of that. I don't need these. So is this okay? See, it's not there. That's fine for now. What am I missing? I'm missing this. Let me delete that and put this one up here. So slot 1, okay. Slot 2, slot 3, slot 4, 5, and 6. If it is equal to 0, slot 1 item ID is 3. I'm guessing 3 is a flashlight. Alright, so me do that. Alright, so that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it'll destroy the actor. I mean, it'll pick it up from the world, the 3D object. But again, this is an instant static mesh. It is not. It'll destroy itself. So actually, it will work because this again, this is a blueprint. So I think it will work. And this is BP flashlight, which is this thing right here. Let me move it over here. Let me just move it to someplace like here. 250. Is it up above the ground? Let's just say 100. Oh, okay, never mind. 80. So right now it doesn't have an actual object, but I wonder if it's still... You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to put a... I guess I will just use the... an actual static mesh of the character instead of the instance of the character. Okay, there it is. It's using the... It's using this... Okay, I need to go back. I really need to fix the naming here. So I'm going to rename it to Material Flashlight Instance. Whereas this is the actual master material. Material. I guess this is the master material for a lot of things, but I'm only using the flashlight. Using it for the flashlight right now, so let me save that. Okay, so we're using the instance copy of it. This is the... Alright. I don't need it to bounce right now, so I'm not going to add the material function bounce to this. Just need to be able to see it, and don't know why it looks like that, but you see, I'll just put it with the others, closer to the others like that. See, what is it? So it is at 100. So let me say 100 then. Negative. So it's like in line with that one. What else do I need to do? I'm looking back at my old code. Pretty much it's just... it's just a static mesh and a collision. So, how did I put the... Oh, okay, that's how I put the collision. I can't see it, but it's just literally just a box. So let me do that for this one here. For now, I will delete that instance, rename this back to flashlight, rename this to... No, I will delete this one and just add a box collision. Call this, whoops, flashlight collision. And maybe 0.5, 0.3. That's fine. It's just for testing purposes. Okay, so I got a collision. I got the static mesh. Let me see what else does it That's it. Just the static mesh and the collision. Do, 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 do. So let me look back. Event graph. Okay. Let me see something. Is there a construction script on this thing? No, not on the first iteration. So I don't need this. So it's just the item with its collision and the event graph with its logic for picking up and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. And blueprint flashlight is in there. Okay, it's right here. So suppose, let me see if I can. So what now do I need to do for the character? I need to actually let me look back at the original code. I actually have a sequence. Well, whatever. I guess I'll do that for this one too. A sequence for the different items. I guess it just goes through all the items. In this case, right now, I only have flashlights. Oh, which reminds me, I need to pick the actual flashlight. Remove that one. Uh-oh. What happened? BP flashlight. Alright. BP card. Okay. Right, what next? What do I need to do next? Oh, I just need to set. Oh, I need to actually call the logic. And the logic is exactly the same. So let me see. I'm looking at the original code, and it looks like the different items have slot item ID, a different slot item ID. So in the case of the flashlight, it's 3. And in the case of the cards, I'm going to set it to, I guess, 0. I don't know. Let me look back at the original code. Open up the open door. Nope. Open up the so the wood item was ID 1. The key item is ID 2, and the flashlight item is ID 3. What the heck is... Oh, that was it. Door is not an item. It is just a door. Alright, so for my iteration, I guess I'll just call the flashlight 3, and the card doesn't have anything. Alright, so let me see if I can do that. Copy and paste this. Copy. And oops, what happened? And paste. I will not call this thing flashlight. I'll call it pickup card. Get play character, gameplay character, all of this is fine. Then destroy the actor. Inventory is full. Duration of 600. Save. Oh, compile and save. C. Compile and save. So that was for flashlight. And this one is for card. Card is just special effects. So what happened is, since the card itself is an instance app mesh, you have to use a blueprint of it with a collision. I'm going to rename this to, instead of that, I'm going to call it card collision. Compile. Save. Alright, so now that that's it. That's literally it for it. I don't have to add anything more. So now it is trying to get this character to trace these items, the flashlight and the card. In order to do that, how do I have to look back at the original code. Okay, because literally for the pickup items, it's just whatever I just copy and pasted. That's it. There's nothing more. Oh, and you have to have a collision box for it. So let me see. So input action interact. Huh. Maybe I just need interact. Let me see. Let me go back. Let me close that for now. I don't need it. Trace for interactable. Is that? What? What have I done? Here's my interact. Here is, what is this? Master pickup. Print string. What is trace for interactable? I cannot remember. Is it called here anywhere? What the heck is... Where is it? Okay, event tech is here. Begin play is here. Begin play, show the crosshair icon, and also show the inventory display, which is, oh, I just closed it, which is in the top left corner. You see all those flashlight placeholders. Item, let me do this. Print string, say 600, whoops. And I do not have the UI set up properly, so I'm just gonna let the system let the system inform me by a print string. So I'm going to say flashlight picked up, right? And here's, well, card print card picked up, and just put it to extend the message on the screen. So this should actually work then if my interact is set up. I'm going to look back at my original code. It's using the old input action, so I don't know if it's going to work. Alright, so it's using the old input action. So I have to so I'm guessing try item is where it adds all that into the inventory. This is the new system, but I want it to work with the let me go back. Try item. This is using inventory component. Inventory reference. Let me see if I go here. Promote this to a variable. This one I can call, oh, I don't want to promote that to a variable. Oh well, I already did. Who cares? I'm just going to delete it. Actually, no. No. Where? Oh, darn it. I guess I do have to promote it. Okay, fine. I will promote it to variable. Do I want to promote this to a variable? No, I'll just promote this one. I'll call this one card reference. And I'll call this one flashlight reference. Then I can these are references, so move it with all the other references. Then compile. Player head reference is none. Card reference is none. This reference is none. Huh. I don't know why I cannot pick. That is interesting. Alright, so now I don't need this anymore. And, so let me see. In order for this to work, you need to actually call the pickup flashlight. Call it from here. Pick up flashlight. And then pick up card. Alright. And then what? I think that's it for that. But still, I don't think it's going to work because it's... I have no clue what this is. It's not... I don't know why I added this here. But I know for sure that this is my interact because when I hit the F key, it says, you know, after logic, and it says nothing found. F key found nothing. So let me again go with sequence here. So now I'm going to just duplicate all this. Add that. Let me switch it this way. Cards are not really inventory items. Okay, and hit item here. Hit actor. Let me switch it for this too. I don't know if this is going to work, but we shall see. Alright, so that was it. Like if I go back to my original code, I have to look for event tick. Turns out that the interacting with objects is its own custom event, or not event, custom event, but it's an input action event. However, hovering over something is, I guess I need to do that. Right now I have player hunger, player stamina from my first iteration, flashlight battery, and then I have interactables, and I think that's where I might have to copy and paste some more code into my new, some more of the old code into my new my new system or iteration. Yikes, that is a lot. Make array, world dynamic. World static, world dynamic, pawn, physics, body, vehicle, destructible. So let me see. You cannot see it. Let me see if I can. So this whole thing right here, I might have to copy and paste into my game, my current iteration of my game. Also, let me see something else. Testing character. If I go back. Where is that code? Yikes. Oh, it's right here. Apparently I need to set something. Is door current? Is door current? Is flashlight pickup current? And is key pickup current? And is wood pickup current? So all of these. However, the type of it is interesting. The type of it is a key pickup. What the heck is a key pickup? Anybody know? Oh, it's the actual blueprint itself. It's the actual blueprint is being set, which is interesting. Don't know how you set an actual blueprint, but it is. What is this? SH interactable. SH door. Flashlight widget. Darn it, I don't know how I did everything before. All I know is that, remember, is that most of this, if it wasn't my own logic, it was logic from following a bunch of YouTube videos. And I don't remember what YouTube videos I followed. Darn. It probably told me to set up all these variables here that I don't know if I need it for my current iteration. Huh. That's set up here. But anyways, if I go back, let me look at this logic. Here says camera, look, or trace to an item. And if you hit that item, like the wood, then if the wood is equal to the wood pickup, oh, so you do need pickup item current. So if the wood pickup item is the wood pickup object reference, they're equal, true, do nothing. Wait, what? But if they're not equal, is wood pickup current? Yes. Oh, set it to current. Is it valid? Is it interactable target widget? Okay, this is all confusing. Because now I have new variables that I've introduced in the past that I don't know. Oh, I see. This is where it gets into the actual UI. But right now I don't need to test the UI right now. I just need to test that it actually picks up the card or picks up the flashlight, and that's it. I don't need it to show in my UI right now. I just need the pickup system to work, not the inventory system yet. So I guess that's what this is doing. So I probably don't need this. However, I do need it on an event tick, I think. So that is going to be interesting. So that might make this system, when I say this, I mean my current system. Let me show you my current system. Okay, so this system might not work because this is just going off of the interact. It's not going off of the event tick, where it always checks whether you're hovering over an item like a flashlight or a card. So, let me see, what can I do? What can I do? I guess I can still test this if it still works. Let me see. Compile, save all the flashlight code. So, so pretty much it won't do all of the slot item ID stuff. It'll get it and set it, but that's about it. And pretty much it'll just, once it calls pickup, it'll just destroy and then give me this message. So if that happens, if it destroys the object and gives me the message that it was picked up, then I know that my system here, which is actually this here, is successful. Which is actually this here, or this one, calling the flashlight. So this actually calls this function or custom event. And if it gives me this, if it makes the flashlight disappear and it gives me this message that the flashlight was picked up, then this input action is working. So let me see. I wonder if I really need this right now. I don't think so. I'm going to break this. So I don't really need that right now. I just want to test these two, the card and the flashlight. So let me see if I compile, save, go back into my I don't think I changed anything here. I'm just going to compile it anyways. I don't know what I might have done here. In fact, I'll probably just close it. And then here, let me just delete the recast and rebuild it. And then save. Okay, and then now I can test this map. It's on the other side. So I think the monsters are on this side. Let's see if I can get to the other side of the map. So if I hit the F key, oh, it picked it up. Oh, okay, and you can see the message. It says flashlight picked up. Nice, and it destroyed it. So let me test this one. The flashlight won't disappear, but the special effects will. Oh, okay, maybe not. So it didn't pick it up. That was not successful. Oh, monsters nearby. Try to get away from the monster. Alright, so in order for me to test, I'm going to hide in here. In order for me to test the card, I'm going to go ahead and hit that and select one of the cards so that I can find out where it's at. It's all the way on the 4th floor. All the way on the 4th floor somewhere, so let me run up there. Let me see if I can get to the... Is this the 4th floor? Yes, because that railing, that fence means it's the 5th floor. Darn it, the monster's near. I just need to test the card. If I can find it. Okay, here's one. Before logic. Apparently it didn't. Alright, hitting the F key, it says before logic, means something is happening because it should say after logic. That. So the card is not being registered, it seems like. Oh, okay, yeah, that's correct. The card is not supposed to register because the card is an instant static mesh. Alright. What is supposed to register is all the special effects around it. You see all those particle effects and stuff? That's supposed to disappear when I hit the F key because it's using the card's collision. It's using this thing. Okay, the card's collision. Yet, it's not destroying this actor for some reason. It's supposed to destroy the actor, meaning you can't see or hear it anymore. You can't hear the chimes, you can't see the glow, you can't see the sparkly particle effects. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Why is it not working? If I hit that, nothing is happening. But there's there's kind of a clue. Up in the top left corner, it says before F logic, right? Before F logic, whenever I hit the F key. But the thing is, it's supposed to, if it's even if it's not working, it's supposed to say after flogic as well. So it's supposed to say before flogic and then immediately after, say after flogic. So there's a clue in there that says that the something about this is breaking it in the middle of the logic, that it's not allowing me to get to after flogic. So let me see if I can stop this. Alright, I don't need this. I can fix that later. So oh, I see. It's not even running that code. It's only running this code. So pick up card. What am I doing wrong with pickup card? Turns out card is the same slot ID as the flashlight. Yet. Slot item ID 3. Slot item ID 3. Shoot, I don't know. I guess I could call it 0. I don't think this matters. So I guess this destroy actor, yes. Mean destroy self, which means it will destroy the this blueprint card. Yet it's not doing that. If it destroys it, that means all these sound effects and these lighting effects and the particle effects should disappear as well. The card will still stay there because it's not a static mesh. It's an instant static mesh, plus it's not connected to, the only thing that is connecting them is that they're in the same exact location. Card not picked up. But, let me see if I go back. Card, pick up card. What is happening? Why does that work? But pick up flashlight, pick up card, construction script, all of these component variables. I guess, oh, I see what happened. I guess the way that these blueprints work is that it only deletes the a static mesh actor, and this destroy actor does not destroy other components like the sound effects or the lighting or the particle system. So let me see if I can add one, just a placeholder, like call it card. Oh wait, no, static mesh. Let me go back. Static mesh, call it card. Move this up. And I'm just going to put any card there, doesn't matter which one. Compile it, save it, make it invisible. Actually, let me put it back. Okay, I can see it. It's just too huge. Make it invisible. Okay. Is it there? Alright, it's there. Okay. So, actually, you know what? Let me just put it back. And you know what? Another thing is, I'm going to change it. So the one that's supposed to be in the world is the one that looks like this. The one that is not supposed to be in the world is the one that looks like this. So this one should be the one that disappears whenever I hit the F key. Whereas the other one that looked like the other card, it should stay there in place. Alright, so let me see. I don't know if I need to recompile. Save. Then let me go ahead and test it. Let me go ahead and find out where it is. Okay, so they're both there. So this one up here should be there. This one down here is the one that whenever my character gets to it and I hit the F key, it should disappear. So let's see if that happens. But first we gotta find out where it's on the 4th floor again. Okay, so go back. Head to the 4th floor. The monster is here. Oh my gosh! Okay, it's here. It saw me. Let me just keep running. I don't want to look back because if I look back, he might be chasing me. I'm going to go all the way to the 4th floor and look for that card and test the pickup system, see if it picked it up. Oh, that's the 5th floor. Let me go back to the 4th. So it's in here somewhere. And hear the monster. Turn off the lights. You should be able to see a glow or hear sound effects, the sparkly effects of the card. Here. Okay, so let's test it. So if I hit the F key, this bottom card should disappear, and then that tells me that this logic is working. So here I go. Yikes. It's not working. I don't know why. Interesting. That sucks. Weird. Let me go back. Why does the... Let me see if the flashlight works, because the card doesn't work. I think the card is on the other side. Let me just go down here. No, it's not on this side. Alright, so the card, unfortunately, the card does not work, sadly enough. Dang it. I need to find out what happened. Alright, so let me see if this works. So there's this, right? If I hover over it and I pick it up, it should work. It should pick up this flashlight, or destroy it. Not pick it up, but destroy it. Let me try it here again. Doesn't work. Doesn't do anything for some reason. Let's see, maybe I need to make the collision box bigger. I don't know. But what about this one? Oh, it works. So flashlight picked up. So when you hit the F key and hover over it with your crosshair, and you hit the F key, and then it destroys the actor, and it says the flashlight was picked up. So that's working for some reason. But so this flashlight works, yet this card does not work. Don't know why. Even though I gave the card its own collision and its own static mesh. This is a static mesh. This flashlight is also a static mesh. Collision is a box collision. I wonder if the collision matters. For the flashlight, it was a box collision. For the card, it's a sphere collision. It should work either way, because it's still a collision component. Let me see. Another thing is the flashlight is movable. The card is not. Maybe I need to make it movable to destroy it. I don't know. Compile. Let me test it out again. This monster is here somewhere. I just need to get to the other side so that I can start picking up the flashlight. Hopefully the monster's not going that way. While I'm on my way to the other side, I'm looking for any cards that I can test. No. Okay, so here, let me just test this one. Hover over it. No, it doesn't work. So even though I changed it to movable, still nothing is working. But hover over that. I picked it up. Maybe I need to get closer. Maybe really, really close. Gosh darn it, the monster's coming somewhere. Pick it up. Pick up. Work. Do something. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Let me see if I can test it on the actual items. I just need to find it. Or find one of the cards. I don't know where the monster's at. Ah! Dang it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really good with horror games. Sorry if you were using headphones. So I don't know what's up with the card effects. Why does it not work? I'm using static mesh. Let me look at the collision. The collision is not, I don't think it's that small. Let me just add another collision. Box collision. Change the size to, see, actually that should work. That size works fine. Pile. Save. What about the event graph? I wonder if this has anything to do with it. It shouldn't. 3 item ID is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, set the ID back to 0 and destroy the actor. Alright, so let me see if I get rid of all of that and just simply go directly to the destroy actor. Let's see if it destroys the actor. And let me go ahead and, I don't know if I need to compile it in here. Save. I don't know if I need to, most likely I don't need to, but I'm just going to do it anyways. And then save. Alright, we go ahead and test it. And here, before the monster spawns, I knew the monster was nearby last time, but I didn't know he was on the same exact floor as I was. Here. You can see in pitch darkness, there's a glow coming from it, so you can see that. Let me just hide behind this door, so if the monster is coming here, he won't see me. Again, it's not destroying the actor. Something is breaking this logic. Maybe I need to get really close. No. Like pressing the F key, like mashing it just to see maybe I'm not actually on the collision with my tiny crosshair cursor. No. Maybe it's down here somewhere. No. Darn it. I don't know. I got rid of the logic for everything else and just add the logic for the... So it's doing nothing. But yet when I go to the flashlight, it picks it up. And it even tells you on screen, flashlight picked up. Darn. Why is the flashlight working but not the card? I guess because the flashlight is in game, but so is the card. The card is also in game, yet whenever I try to click on it, it doesn't. I don't know. Gosh darn it, I don't know. Why is it not working? So if I look at card effects, it is a static mesh. It has all these extra stuff, but that shouldn't prevent it from destroying the actor, should it? And picking up the card. Okay. So it broke the rest of this logic. So as soon as we get here, we probably don't even need this logic. So let me go ahead and skip even this logic. Put this one back here and just directly destroy it. Okay? Do nothing else. You don't need to check all these other, call these other blueprints. Oh, I think I need it. I need it. No. I shouldn't need it. So as soon as you call this pickup card, it should directly destroy the actor. So let's see if that works. You shouldn't need to call any variables like this here or anything like that. So let's see if that works. Okay, I'm just compiling everything, saving everything. Go ahead and test. Sit on this side. Yes, it's on this side, but I need to wait for the monster to leave. The monster's not here. Okay. Come on. Hitting the F key. The interact key is not doing anything. It's not. Yet when I go here, it picks up the flashlight. Okay? But it doesn't pick up the card. Darn it. I don't know why it's not working. It's kind of frustrating. It's not picking up the card. That's one of the reasons. The whole thing. I see a glow anywhere. If you see a glow, or if you hear chimes, that's because there's a card. Oh, right here. I heard it. I didn't see the glow. Let me see. Oh, now you see that if you turn your head, you'll see it. So let me see if I can pick it up. Nope. Hitting the F key doesn't do anything. Maybe if I get closer? Still no. I wonder if it's so small that it's very picky on being picked up. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'm just mashing my F key right now to see if maybe I'm not hovering over the proper. I think it should work just from the box itself, not from the actual item. Darn it. I don't know. Down logic. It's not allowing me to pick up anything. But it did pick up with a flashlight. So let me see something. What is this? Oh, it's, yeah, I don't need. Before scrolling down, checks this logic. Needs to check if this is true. Where is inventory reference? Oh, right here. Okay. Check the array. Is it greater than 0? True. Undo all this. Why is this a problem? Also for the up logic. Why is it a problem? Why is scrolling up and scrolling down a problem for this? This is just a check. It just checks if this array here is empty. This inventory is empty. Is it empty? True. You have absolutely nothing in the inventory. But if it's not empty, if it's greater than 0, then continue with the rest of the logic. So something here is breaking. Something about this check. What if I switch this false to that and true? If it is greater than 0, no. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this yet. See, I'm working on the flash. Oh, yeah. This is what I was trying to do. Okay, so this BP card effects. Let me copy this. Alright, let me delete it. And add it again into the world. Paste. Alright, so now it's back here. Let me save. Right, so I'm not sure if that old BP card effects had updated with the new copy and pasted stuff that I had put in there and all of this new components that I added. So I don't know. It should have, because we seen it in there. We see the card was updated. So I don't know if that is going to do anything. Let me go ahead and test. See if that shoot, I need to hide. Oh, the monster's not here. Okay, let me see if I can. No. Doesn't say after up logic or down logic. Okay, anyways. I'm trying to hover my crosshair over the item, see if I can quote unquote pick it up or at least destroy it from the game. Nothing's happening yet. If I go to this flashlight right here and I hit the F key to pick it up, it picks it up and it gives you the message in the upper left corner, flashlight picked up. So I don't know why the flashlight works, yet the card does not work. These flashlights are just instant static meshes, so they're not going to work obviously. But this card should, because it's a static mesh and it's using the BP card effects blueprint. So I don't know why. Oops, I hear the monster nearby. is this monster? Sounds close by. I just don't know where. Let me try to run to the other side of the map. Get away from the monster. I just want to look for a card, an actual card to test. So the one that I put into the world statically didn't work. So the ones that are dynamically put into the world is what I'm looking for to see if those work. Actually, let me hide somewhere and just select a card to find out where it is. It's on the it's on the 3rd floor. There's one on the 3rd floor, so we go to the 3rd floor. Okay, and somewhere in here. Hopefully the monster's not up here. I should have checked. Let's see, there should be a card up here somewhere. Huh. Guess not. I thought there was one on the 3rd floor. Okay, if it's not on the 3rd floor, maybe it's on the 4th floor? Oh, that's because I was on the 4th floor. I need to get to the 3rd floor, so that... I was checking the 4th floor. I need to be on the 3rd floor. The monster's right there. Ah, shh. Darn it. I was trying to test. So close to figure out. Okay, let me just try it again. Okay, this time I'm going to go directly to a card. Hopefully a card that is... If that's 4, that's 3, that's 2. So a card here on 1. So let me go ahead and look for it. So there's a card here on 1 somewhere. Darn it, where? I heard chimes. Where is this card? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let me see if I can test this. So my cursor over nothing. Up and down this, side to side, nothing. What is going on? Maybe I need to get closer. Shoot, I don't know why it's not working. If I were to select it, I would guess the collision. Well, this whole thing is a collision. Where's the box collision? It's down here. So when I select it, maybe you can't have two collisions. So let me try to... Let me see. So let me try it. Let me do this. Get rid of this collision. And save the box collision. Compile. Save that. I don't know if I need to build, but I'm just going to do it anyways. Right, look for a... Whoops. It's up here on the, what looks like the third? No, it's up on the fourth floor, so let me go up all the way to the fourth floor. Pick it up here. Maybe getting rid of the sphere collision. No, it still won't pick it up. Maybe I need to get closer. And if I were to click on this, it picks up the flashlight. Say crouch, not crouch. It looks about the same. Couldn't tell if I was crouching or not. Let me go ahead and test the, I'm on 1. This is 2. Deck 3. And up here on deck 4. So there should be a card up here I can try to test. I can hear a monster nearby, but I don't know where. Let me hide. And just look for that card. So it's supposed to be here somewhere. Oh, I heard chimes. Darn it, where? Maybe it's on the other side. Well, that sucks. Don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's on my left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th room on the left side. 5th room on the left side. Shoot, going which way? Oh, that's not that way. Oh, shoot! Dang it, I just want to test the... Okay, he went. So let me go 5th room on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we go. So let me go ahead and click on this. Shoot, it's not picking up anything. It's not registering it, and I don't know why. I don't know why the flashlight works, but the card doesn't work. closer? Okay, I give up. I don't know what it is. Why does the flashlight work, but the card doesn't? Maybe I'll create a new one. Let me go ahead and create a new one. And just a new one from scratch. And shoot, I don't know. Let me look back at my original code. Oh, I can stop this. Looking back at my original code, flashlight pickup, key pickup, wood pickup. Event tick. No, it does not. It should not need to connect to the event tick. Not until later if I want to connect it to the UI so that the crosshair changes to, you know, notify it's an item that can be picked up or an interactable item. So, what am I doing? Dang it, I don't know. So, flashlight works. So, again, I'm going to try something else now. So, let me put this back to regular, how it was. Alright, so all it is pretty much is just the chime. Actually, what did I just do? Remove component. Remove. Shoot. Get rid of that. I don't know. Let me add the sphere collision back. Want to move it 35 for the. I can get rid of the box. Card collision. Let me just name it FX collision. And move this up to cover the whole effects. Right, that's fine. Sphere radius of 60. Right, so that's sort of back to normal, but this, well, anyways, it doesn't work anyways, so I can just leave this for now. Right, so what I do then is create yet another blueprint. Since the flashlight works, I will duplicate that one. Just call this card. Change card. Oh, first let me save it. Open it. Change the actual. Rename it to card. Rename this to card collision. Rename this, not rename it, but change the actual static mesh to this one. It's going to be huge, but actually let me see if I can, well actually, So it's going to be huge, right? Then I change it to make it small. What are you doing? Okay. Why did this not? What is this thing doing? 0.05. What in the heck? It's supposed to change it. Well, whatever. Okay, so card collision here is just a box. Oops. I messed up. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Let me see. 0.05. What? Why? It should be small enough to fit within the box. I don't know. Huh. What is going on? The card itself is at 000. Let me change this back to 1. 0.7. Seven. 0.7. Let me see if I can move it up. So this is the collision box. You know what? Maybe I'll just put it back to 1. Hey. Change that. Compile. Save. Inventory component. I don't think I need that. Let me look at the construction script. Don't need it. So this logic is what probably change this. Maybe I keep it at 3. How about instead I put it to 1. Let me put it to 1. Alright. This is for the card picked up. Compile. Save. Okay. Rename this to card. Now I need to actually cast to card. And pick up card. Let's see. And same with this. I don't know if this is going to cause problems. Pick up card. Cast a card, cast a flashlight. This needs an object, hit object. And I think the other one needs it too. Make this a variable. That's on a reference. We call this one VFX. Not VFX, just FX reference. This one I'll call card reference. Then I can go ahead and compile, save, pick up card. So it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Where's flashlight is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, I'm just gonna compile it. Okay, let me test card. What is going on? Alright, let's try that. So it has its own box collision, and it has its own event graph with its own custom event. Let me change this one to that'd be a different custom event name. Remove that. Build it back and save. Test. Let me hide. Oh, he's not here. Still, it doesn't pick it up. Oh. Let me try to hide. Where is this guy? Darn it! I thought he was taking off. I should just go somewhere. No, I need to test those cards. I forget how to disable the monster. Probably should just disable the monster so that I can test in peace. Okay, he's leaving. It's not picking that up. Now, oh, it picked up the flashlight. But it's not picking up the card. I don't know why. Dang it, what is going on? Static mesh, box collision, static mesh, box collision. Pick up card, BP card, flashlight. Pick up card, BP card, flashlight, BP flashlight. Oh my goodness, I just don't know. Let me see if I can turn on this thing so I can see if I'm actually trace visibility. Draw debug. Is this it? Hit color. Okay. For duration, persistent. Let's try that. I don't know if I want persistent or for duration. Let me see if I say for duration. No, let me just go with this. Visibility is there. Draw debug type. Okay. Let me test. Okay. Picked it up. It's not even hitting it's not even hitting the collision. What is going on? It's not even hitting the collision. Something's up with the collision. Do I need to put the collision on the actual card or something? I mean, it doesn't do that for the flashlight. It doesn't require that for the flashlight. So why should it require that for the default scene route? again, the card is using static mesh. Okay, let me look at something. The flashlight is at scale 1.0. The card, maybe the scale of the card is so small that, but I don't think that it's the card. I think it's the collision. It's gonna be huge, but that's okay. I'm just testing. It's gonna block the view. Should see a humongous card right here. No, that didn't do anything. Actually, the monster's not here. Oh, yes, he's somewhere. It's gonna turn somewhere. Okay, so hopefully it should be good to go. Okay, I got the flashlight. Getting this card, even as huge as it is still not working. This is so weird. I don't know why it's not working. Flashlight. Collision. How does it look like? 000111 movable. Yet the card is. What is the card? The card is a static mesh. It's box collision. Scale. What's going on? Card. 00 movable. Visible. Parent socket. Oh, I don't know. This collision box does not seem to be interacting with the. So this is collision box, yeah? It doesn't seem to be interacting with the trace. And I don't know why. Visible. It's visible. Darn this. What is going on? Let me put this back to 3. I think it'll mess with the flashlight though. I could be wrong. Maybe this is just some arbitrary number that, because I don't think it's connected to anything anyways. With the flashlight, everything is set to 3. But I don't know if that's causing it. Should not. I mean, setting it shouldn't cause it to work properly and destroy the actor. Again, this actor is a static mesh. It's not anything else. Save. Compile and hit actor object. Maybe I can have it say something. Card not hit. Because this hit actor goes to here, and if it fails, if it succeeds, it'll run this custom event. But if it doesn't hit and it fails, then probably that's what's happening. The card is not being hit. The collision is probably not being hit. Maybe it has to go through something else for a collision, or I need to enable collision to it or something from somewhere. I don't know. Because the flashlight seems to work fine. Duplicate. Move this down to here. Oh my goodness. What is this? Oh, okay. Actually, no, it should still work. It should still have worked. So BP card, pickup card. If not, give me this error saying that the card was not hit. Save this. Oh, compile. Coming from hit actor? Yes. Don't know, but I'm just going to do that anyways. Alright, so let me go ahead and try to test it all over again. So where's so that's the card, that's the flashlight. This one is the anyway, just select, go ahead. I need to get to the other side. He's not here. Gosh darn it, I don't know where. I think he was right there. Right as I turned the corner, he probably turned the corner too. Because the sound effects was getting very loud. Oh, where is it? Right there. No, it doesn't even give me a message that it card not hit. So even though it's saying card not hit, it actually is hitting the card. Whoop. Flashlight picked up, card not hit. No, that's not helping me. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Guess I give up working on this. I'm gonna have to ask the AI chatbot. Let me test it one more time. When it hits something, it turns green. Did it hit the flashlight? That one hit the flashlight. This one didn't hit anything. Dang it. So even though there's a collision box there, I'm not sure why it's not registering. What is going on? I really don't know what's going on. If it doesn't say card picked up, then it should at least say inventory is full, right? Maybe not. I think this is not the problem right here. I don't think this is the problem. I think this is the problem. Maybe, I don't know. The collision might be a problem. Well, I don't know. I guess I could look back. Though I don't see why the flashlight would work, because even the flashlight code I copy and pasted from my first attempt at making this video game. Is flashlight picked up? There's all of this. And then there's destroy actor. Oops, I think you can see what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at my first iteration of the game. Stability, none. Shoot, testing character. It's using the Unreal Engine mannequin. This is using the default Severog skin. It's wood. It's flashlight. Key. Different health items. There's a full turkey or just a drumstick. Added some trees. Try to randomize it. Added a rock. Tried to make grass, but it looks patterned, like it's repeating its pattern. Tried to use the Victorian house for walls and stuff like that. This mesh down here is actually, if you just open up a starter sample or starter content, you're going to get all these geometry. So that was me trying to make this. This is my first attempt at trying to make this game, and I was at the same time learning how to use Unreal Engine. So there was no AI chatbots back then, so it was just a whole bunch of YouTube videos that I was watching. A lot of it. The more complex stuff like the inventory and stuff like that, and the interaction and the pickup item system, that was some of it was YouTube. This stuff right here, that was me trying to figure out how to make it work. So it looks all crazy. That's because I don't know how to use like arrays back then, so I didn't know how to use arrays to, I don't know, make this logic less spaghetti code. But I really do not know. Okay, I don't know why this code is not working. Yeah. And see if I switch it back. It's using card collision. Is there any kind of difference in here? Any? Other than the static mesh and the... Oh, let me see if... Because the card is using... bounce. So instead of... I don't know if bounce messes with it, but let's see if I change this to something else. Let's just change it to a different card. Excuse me? Oh, it's looking for... Yeah, this should be it. This should be an actual... Okay, so let's try this. It's using bounce on it. So let me see if I can. Oh gosh darn it. Damn it. Okay, you know what? Instead of using a card, let me just use a wall in place of a card. Okay, there's this tiny little wall. Right. Try it. Save. Pick up. See if this does anything. See, I see the tiny little wall there. Just need to wait for the monster if he's here. Oh, I picked it up. Card picked up. That's so weird. Why does it work now? Flashlight picked up. Card picked up. Why? Why did that work, but the card not work? What is going? I think it has to be an item that doesn't have the material function on it. Okay. If I change this to flashlight material instance. No, this is not it. What am I looking for? Let's see, materials. HE material bounce instance. If I change it to that, darn it. Where's HE? HI master material bounce instance. If I change it to this, okay, that flashlight bounces now. So let's see. Monster might be on the other side. So I can pick up the card. Card picked up. But now that if I try to pick up this flashlight, it probably won't. I think it has something to do with the bounce effect. Oh, it picked it up. Flashlight picked up. Okay, never mind. Well, the bounce effect still works for the flashlight. Picked up the card, but the card didn't have any... The card was actually a wall. What is going on? Even though it's using the material with bounce effect on it, it still works. It still picked up the flashlight. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. I'd have to work on this separately. So, yikes. At least I got some of the things working. Like, it wasn't much, really. But I'm going to continue working on this and trying to figure out the problem rather than streaming this. So let me see. What did I get? At least I figured out how to get the interaction working and how to get it to actually quote unquote pick up the flashlight or have it destroyed. Now I just need to do that for cards and other items that I might have, like keys or whatever. Card keys, who knows, bolt cutters, whatever other items I add to the game. But for some reason the flashlight does work. This code. It probably don't even need any of this right now because I don't have it connected to the UI. But eventually I'd like to connect it to the UI. Just trying to figure out how to make all items work first for being picked up and so anyways, I think that's pretty much it for me. It's kind of frustrating here at the end. I could not figure out why some things were not working. So looks like this would work, but I guess next time I'll have it working. But thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.